Jeff Bezos is the second richest person on Earth, with their fortune eclipsing the wealth amassed by Microsoft Corp co-founder Bill Gates and legendary investor Warren Buffett. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Bezos has a net worth of $197 billion. Let's talk about him as one of the richest people in the world. Before going into the video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. Let's get started. Jeff Bezos, born on January 12, 1964, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, U.S., is an American entrepreneur who played a key role in the growth of e-commerce as the founder and chief executive officer of Amazon, an online merchant of books, and later of a wide variety of products. Under his guidance, Amazon became the largest retailer on the World Wide Web and the model for the internet. When Bezos had the idea for his e-commerce company, his well-intentioned boss tried to talk him out of quitting his stable job with D. Shaw & Co. Yet Bezos, raised by his teen mom and later his Cuban immigrant stepfather, always dreamed of creating something different, once telling his schoolteachers that the future of mankind is not on this planet. He also has substantial holdings in more traditional investments, such as real estate, as well as a significant number of shares in other prominent companies. Bezos has also made multiple large charitable donations over the years, including funding several education projects via the Bezos Family Foundation. Amazon. Beyond books, the tech visionary graduated from Princeton with degrees in computer science and electrical engineering. Upon graduating, he turned down job offers from companies such as Intel and Bell Labs to join a startup called Fitel. He went on to launch a news by fax service company with Halsey Minor, the founder of CNET. After that venture failed, Bezos became the youngest senior vice president at a hedge fund called D.E. Shaw, working his way up the ranks in just 4 years. Bezos might have stayed on Wall Street for the rest of his career if he hadn't been enthralled by the knowledge that by 1994, the internet was growing at a rate of 2,300% annually. Soon enough, his idea for Amazon was born, and the future CEO began making a list of 20 possible product categories to sell online. Amazon.com, then a platform for selling books, grew in its early stages out of a garage with a potbelly stove. Bezos, who put his own $10,000 into the company comprising himself, his wife, and 2 programmers, ironically conducted most of his meetings at the neighborhood Barnes & Noble. Within its first month after launch in July 1995, Amazon sold books in every U.S. state and 45 countries around the world, beating expectations. During the Amazon's first year, Bezos tried to raise money by predicting $74 million in sales by 2000, far underestimating the reality. $1.64 billion in sales in 1999 alone. He managed to gather $1 million in seed funding from angel investors after using up investments from his family, primarily from his parents, who contributed a significant portion of their life savings. The first approximately 20 investors in Amazon put in about $50,000 each for a stake rounded to 1%. Each investment would now be worth approximately $16.71 billion, representing a roughly 334,200 times return, given that the investors held onto their entire stakes and that they had never been diluted by later investors. In June 1996, Amazon raised another $8 million in Series A from venture capital firm Kleiner Perkins. Amazon went public in May 1997 and turned out to be one of the few startups that survived the dot-com bust. As the platform diversified its product offerings and solidified itself as a market leader and pioneer, annual sales skyrocketed from $511,000 in 1995 to more than $3 billion in 2001. In 2013, Bezos revealed his plans for the company's revolutionary Amazon Prime subscription business with Amazon Prime Air, which would use drones to make deliveries to customers. In 1998, Bezos also became an early investor in Google. While he hasn't revealed what amount of the stock he owns after its initial public offering in 2004, his $250,000 investment would be worth billions today. Media, high-tech, glass, and travel. Bezos has an affinity for the technology sector, for media and communication services that facilitate connecting people, and for just what he considers to be potentially profitable investments. In the media and communications sector, Bezos has invested in Twitter Incorporated and the popular business news website Business Insider. ZocDoc Incorporated and Nextdoor are both platforms for connecting people in which Bezos has invested. The way out there idea. Two of Bezos' investments that garner a lot of attention and are considered a bit off the wall are the 10,000-year clock and the now-complete F1 engine retrieval project. The 10,000-year clock project is an effort to build a clock into the side of the Sierra Diablo mountain range in Texas, a clock that keeps ticking for 10,000 years. The clock is planned to have a chime generator that generates a different chime sound for each day. Just coming up with 10,000 into 365 different chimes sounds like a pretty daunting challenge. Bezos explained the need for the clock by saying today's global problems require long-term thinking. Bezos' net worth. Jeff Bezos has a net worth of $197 billion. Given that his 11% Amazon stake accounts for the majority of his wealth, his net worth can fluctuate significantly depending on the value of the company's stock. How much money does Jeff Bezos make per day? As calculated by Visaka, based on July 2021 figures, Bezos earned approximately $8.99 billion per month, or $2.25 billion per week, or $321 million per day. Bottom line, although Bezos lost the title of the richest man on earth to Elon Musk in 2021, he remains the second richest person and the only other individual on the planet with a net worth that hovers around $200 billion. It's also important to keep in mind that the vast majority of both men's fortunes are derived from unrealized assets. As such, Bezos' wealth may once again exceed Musk someday. However, for this to occur, the share prices of Amazon and Tesla will have to spike and slash or plummet, respectively. Although it may be unlikely given just how much Musk's fortune has grown this year, this scenario isn't without precedent. In January 2021, Musk briefly became the richest man on Earth after Tesla shares surged. Though Bezos reclaimed his title once the automaker's share price had declined by mid-February. Amazon plans AI-powered home robots. In April 2018, Bloomberg revealed that Amazon is working on a project that could shake things up, a next-generation smart robot for the home that will be powered by AI. The domestic robot is being developed by Amazon's Lab 126 hardware and research division, which is distinct from Amazon Robotics, the subsidiary that makes industrial fulfillment robots for the company's warehouses. Lab 126 has reportedly been working on the project for several years. According to the most recent reports, which were published in March last year, the robot's development is nearing the final stages, with prototypes being deployed to the homes of selected Lab 126 staff for testing. Expanding into healthcare. Amazon has been supplying hospitals for years, but it now has plans to take the medical side of its business to the next level. In May 2022, Amazon Web Services, AWS, launched its latest AWS Healthcare Accelerator, a program that will provide 4 weeks of training, support, and guidance to 10 U.S. medical startups that are working to promote health equality. AWS has also recently partnered with Chicago-based startup incubator Matter to help international healthcare companies move to the U.S. Fleets of delivery drones. Amazon isn't just taking over the roads when it comes to delivering our packages. The drone delivery service was due to get going at the end of 2019 in the UK, but this was then quietly postponed to summer 2020. In August 2021, it was announced that over 100 Amazon Prime Air employees had been made redundant. While a fixed launch date still hasn't been announced, Amazon shared in June 2022 that customers in Lockeford, California will be the first to trial the new drone service later this year. The company has described the move as another innovation milestone to the town's aviation history and will give residents the chance to offer valuable feedback about the delivery system before Amazon rolls it out to other cities across the U.S. Thanks for staying till the end of this video. Share your thoughts or comments in the box below and see you next time.